The new Google Sites makes it simple and easy to add new pages to your portfolio. All you need to do is gather the content that you want for your new pages. So planning is still the most important part. And when you're ready to use the tool, just click on Pages in the upper right hand corner and then click the icon to add a page. It's going to ask you what you want to name your page. In this case, the first page I'm going to add is a fake resume just to fill out this site. So I'm going to call it Resume. Click Done. And you'll see that I now have in my directory on the side a home page and a resume page. The resume page has been labeled with the title. If for some reason I've made a mistake or I don't like the name, if I come to the right, click on the three dots, it gives me the option to make this my home page, to rename the page if I wanted to give it something, a more thorough name like J.M. Nadelman's Resume, or I can remove the page from the site, or I can hide it from navigation if I choose to do so. But this is the page that I want to work with, so I'm going to go ahead and click into the page, go back to Insert, and I am going to bring in the fake resume that I created directly from where I have it in Google Drive. So I'm going to go ahead and click on From Drive. I'm going to click on My Drive. Then I'm going to go to the folder I created with material for the new Google Sites. And you'll see that I have a fake resume. So I'm going to go ahead and double click on that. And it's now inserted into the page. Now you can only see the very beginning of it, so I can make the text box bigger by just dragging it down until you can see the entire resume. In addition to double clicking, I could have added the resume by clicking Insert or by dragging it over and dropping it into Google Sites. But as you can see, it's a quick and easy process. Let's go ahead and close this box. We're going to add another page. The next page I'm going to add are examples of all of the work I've done in the program. Now these are fake examples, but you'll get the idea. And to do that, all I have to do is I'm going to click on Pages. I'm going to add a new page. I'm going to call my new page Examples of my work. And I'm going to go ahead then and click into the new page and go back to the Insert menu. From here, I have gone ahead and gathered up into Google Drive fake examples of the kind of work I would do in the paralegal program, with a few real examples mixed in. And it's very easy just to add the entire folder at once, or you can add documents one at a time. In this case, I'm going to use the Google Drive folder upload tool to bring in the documents. So the first thing I'm going to do is click on the Drive folder, find my material for the new Google Sites demo, and then what I want to bring in are examples of my work. So I'm just going to click on it once and click on Insert. And you'll see that all of the examples have been brought over. So an example of Excel sheet skills through a fake invoice, presentation skills, research, a video, and word skills on a fake cover letter. So this is a good time to show you one of the really helpful new features of the new Google Sites, and that's the ability to preview your work. As you can see right now, if I come over and if I click on something, it's not interactive at this point, other than allowing me to change the Drive folder settings, etc., which I don't want to do. What I was trying to do is to look at the examples of my work. So to do that, I come up to the eyeball up in the upper right, which is a preview, and if you click on that, it gives you an accurate preview of what the website would look like to someone viewing it. Now you may get some additional editing tools, since I'm the owner of the document and the owner of the website, that someone else viewing it who isn't you won't have, but it's very easy. If I, for example, want to look at the example of the research and analysis skills, all I have to do is click on it, and the document will open up in Google Drive, allowing the document to be read, reviewed, printed, downloaded, etc. So this is what it would look like on a desktop. If you wanted to see what it would look like on a tablet, you can click the tablet preview. Or if you want to see what it would look like on a cell phone, click the cell phone preview. So you can see one of the nice things about Google Sites is it not only gives you the preview, but it adjusts depending on the device that you're using or that the viewer is using. So if I wanted to go back to the home page, I would come to the navigation. I can go to Resume. So here's what the resume, fake resume would look like, and then go to the home page. So that's what the home page, and you could scroll down and see how the information looks in the different formats. And so you might want to adjust what you say and how you lay it out depending on what format you think it's most likely to be reviewed. To get out of the preview mode, all you have to do is click the X. All right, so let's add one more easy page. In this case, I'm going to add a page that is starting a list of the classes I've taken and the skills that I've learned, and I've done that by creating the page in Google Drive. Just as before, to add a page, all we need to do is we go to the Pages, click on the Add a Page tool. I'm going to call this page Classes Taken in the Program. And I'm going to go ahead and go Done. And then to bring in the content, I go back to Insert. And I'm going to insert from Drive. You'll see that it shows me the things I've recently looked at as I was preparing for this demo. I'm going to go ahead and go to my material for the Drive site, and I'm going to click on the example of the list of classes that I've taken. I'm going to insert it. And just like before, depending on the size of the list, you may need to expand the text box to show off everything that's there. Now this is still a work in progress. I've just put in a couple of items to show how you could list a class. You might want to put the class number as well, and then a brief description of what I have learned or what a student may have learned if they had taken this class. So this would be an example of the bare minimum of pages I would like to see you add to your portfolio. In addition, you can have additional pages just for fun. So I'm going to add a page of photographs of Johnson County Community College just to show off the college a little bit and to create an additional page. So I've gone to Pages, I've gone to Add a Page. I'm going to call this our beautiful campus. Click Done, and now I'm going to add content to the page once again by going back to Insert, and in this case I'm going to go ahead and use the image upload tool, as I've already added to Google Drive the images I'm interested in. So I click on Images, and you'll see that I have the opportunity to either upload images, add them by URL from the web, search for images on the web, add them from my albums, or add them from Google Drive. And I'm currently in my albums. I'm going to go to my JCC photos, and I'm just going to pick out a few that I like to add. So I'm going to go with this one, and I'm going to hold down Control so I can control and select, just to show a little bit of the beauty of our campus, which sometimes gets overlooked. But these pictures were taken in the summer, so everything was green and attractive. Let's see, I'm just going to pick a few more pictures out that I like that kind of show off the beauty of our campus. And for whatever reason, I really like the picture of the sculpture that's running across of the Commons building. I think that's enough. So I'm going to go ahead and select, and those will now all be added to my portfolio. Once the photos or other content have uploaded, you can then do all sorts of things to them. You can rearrange them. So I'm just going to swap the order of these two photos. You can edit them by cropping them. Uncrop, of course. You can add a hyperlink if you wanted to link out to something. You can delete it, or if you want to make your site more handicap accessible, you can add alt text so that if someone's looking at your site with a text reader, it'll describe what's in the picture. For visually adding text, the way to do it is you simply add a text box. Didn't go where I wanted it to, so I'm going to go ahead and drag it up, put it right underneath there. And so I think I'll give a description of the photo on the right. So this would be photo of the JCCC Rainier Center home to computer labs and the JCCC Small Business Development Center. Anyway, so you could add a description of everything you add. I put up photographs because I like photographs and I think that we have an attractive campus. You could add work that you've done at another program, or work that you've done at your law firm that you have permission to show off and share. But you can see how easy it is to add pages and add content. One final note: when building your portfolio, all of the content that you use should be content that you have created, or content that you are licensed to use, or content that is copyright and license free, such as from a U.S. government website.